Hey guys, my name is Jerry Neesmith with Neesmith Landscapes. Here's my son Noah Neesmith, and we're here today to show you how to install a dry basin. So as many of you know, when dealing with water, we always have issues around the foundation. The water comes out of these gutter downspouts at a really high rate of speed and ends up washing out a lot of dirt, causing dirt to wash out into your yard. So what we've done is we've created a dry basin that catches this water, allows it to fill in an area into the native soils, slows it down, and really greatly reduces by at least 80% the washout going into your yard. So I'm going to go over a few things that we have here today before I install this. This is a 12 by 12 drain basin that you can buy at a local hardware store. Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace, any box store typically has these. Important to note that when you buy these, they will come with end adapters. You will want to buy 2 of these and fill these holes in. I've got 2 on this side, and it also comes with a lid that's sold as 1 unit. I've also got a roll of non-woven fabric as a soil separator and a shovel. The only other thing that we're going to have you do is you're going to need to use your drill, a tape to measure, and you're set to go. So what I've done is, ahead of time is, I've came into this dry well, and as you can see, I've drilled 10 to 12 holes. What this is for is I don't want the water to go into here and exit out into a pipe into the yard. In a lot of situations, I'm moving my problem out into the yard from position A to position B, causing issues in my yard. So what I've done is I've drilled holes beforehand, and I've created these in this box. So what we're gonna do, if you wanna come over here, is I've already got the fabric pre-cut. So Noah, you wanna hand that to me? So we're going to take this non-woven fabric. Basically what this is this is a soil separator. I'm creating a barrier between the rocks I'm about to put in and my native soils, which happens to have a lot of high clay content. I want to separate that because they end up intermingling, and that just reduces the rate of flow. So I'm going to put this in like so. Doesn't have to be clean, doesn't have to be neat, even though I do have OCD. We're going to deal with that today and put this in. All right, I'm gonna take my knife. I'm gonna get my first bag of rocks. I'm gonna cut that open. I'm gonna slowly get that in because that's gonna hold my fabric in place. Now at this point, all I'm looking to do is create almost like a tomb or a tub for this gravel to stay in. Now that first bag, I want to put enough gravel in there so that when this is installed, it's flush with my ground or slightly below. Now, as you can tell, if you're looking at this, this is perfect as is. So it only took 1 bag of gravel for me. I'm going to position that, and I'm going to position it so that the center of the gutter hits the center of my 12-inch by 12-inch drain basin. And so you're also going to see that I've got it so where it drips, I'm dripping into my basin and not the ground area behind me. All right, Noah, you want to help me with another bag? Let's get that open. So now we're going to very quickly, we're going to fill this up. All right, Noah, grab one more, buddy. No, they're heavy. Attaboy. I'm going to get this one open. I think we're only going to probably have to use roughly 4 for this application. All right, Noah. Now you'll see sometimes I got a gap here. We're going to fill that gap in with some gravel. You don't want to tamp this in. More voids means more areas for water. All right, let's go one more here. And then we're going to test this thing out and show you how this works. All right, get that off. We're not worried about gravel getting in there. We will beautify this at the end. All right, so we got this position. Got our rocks in place. Noah, you want to run over there and turn the water on for us? Let's show everybody how this works. All right, go ahead. I've got the, there we go. I'll tell you when, Noah. So you'll see how quick it comes out on a hard downfall. That's the kind of water flow you're going to be getting. We know we're going to let this go 10 more seconds. I'm going to have you turn that off. Go ahead and head that way. All right, let's turn that off, buddy. All right. So I'm gonna take this off. If you will, I want you to look down in there. So we've got some water standing in there. So what's gonna happen is slowly this water, it's already starting to drain out. There we go. So this rate, it should take about maybe roughly 2 minutes. As of now, it looks like it's fell about 1 inch. And it keeps going. And as you can tell, the leftover water is still slowly draining into my box. I've eliminated any washouts, especially on the corner of homes. A lot of people have problems where it's washing out the dirt and the foundation is actually exposed. That's a major issue and can lead to settling. So here, come show them one more time. As of right now, we've been 1 minute in. It's drained down about 3.5 inches, and it's gonna slowly do that. So that's how you install a dry basin near that. Now, obviously, I'm gonna finish this up with some rock, make it look good. All of this can be purchased between about $125 to $150 at a local store. It can be done on a tight budget. In some instances, this resolves your issue altogether. In some, you may have to revisit this down the road and extend this out with a 4-inch PVC pipe, but this is a great way to resolve your issues. Great DIY project for families to do together. Hope that helps, and see you next time.